Hey guys, welcome back to another session of virtual programming. Um, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. Of course, it's another triple play soul. So for this triple play soul, you're gonna need just some random items, like some random maybe goofy items and a stopwatch or a timer. You can use like the stopwatch on your phone or the timer on your phone. Or you could just practice like counting up to this number. So I'm going to tell you guys like what you're going to be doing with all that. So, what you all are going to be doing for your community builder, this is the community builder, is we're going to be creating little commercials. So what's going to be happening is you're going to take like some random item and you're going to make a 1 minute, a 60-second commercial with that item. And your item could be a sticker, your item could be keys, your item could be a hat, whatever you have around. The goofier the item, the better. The goofier the commercial, the better. So yeah, you're gonna give yourself 5 minutes to create your commercial, and then of course you have a minute 60 seconds for the actual commercial. So yeah, just get as like creative as you want to with your item and your commercial and how you're gonna like sell it to everyone and market it to everyone. I would love to see some of you guys' commercials, so follow us and like us on Facebook. And then you guys can post some of your commercial videos on our Facebook page, so that way we can see them and I can see some of the goofy things that you guys have created. Okay. So now we're going to move to our group agreement. And our group agreement is the same that it always is, making sure that everyone feels safe, everyone feels respected, everyone's heard, following directions the first time that they're given, and making sure that everyone is included, everyone's involved in the activity. Okay, great. So this activity is so much fun, and I definitely plan on doing this with you guys when the clubs open back up. But our main activity today is called shoe race. And so today you're going to be racing against each other to see who can find and put back on their shoes the fastest. So again, like especially if you're doing this as a team, it's a great teamwork exercise. If you don't necessarily have enough people to like play in teams, you could do this just with like some people at the house, just whoever is at the house with you. So yeah, but it's a super fun activity. It's super great. So what you're going to do is if you have enough people to play in teams or you want to play in teams, of course, you're going to split everybody into two teams. And then everyone's going to take off their shoes and put them in one large pile. If you do not have enough people to do teams, like say it's just like you and one other person, obviously 4 shoes, you're going to be able to pick up your shoes really fast and put them on and you're going to be done. So what I suggest is getting a bunch of random shoes, like especially if you're at home pulling out, if, obviously you're going to have to clean this up, so don't pull out more than you're willing to clean up. But you could pull out a bunch of like extra shoes and kind of throw them all together in a pile that way. But you have to make sure that whatever shoes the shoes that you were wearing are the shoes that you pick out and put back on. You can't just be like, oh, these are all my shoes, so I can pick whatever shoes I want to. It don't work like that. So the game is pretty self-explanatory. one person from each team or from each group, whatever, what have you, runs to the pile. They find their shoes, they put them back on, and you have to tie them up. That is a part of it. If you can tie your shoes, tie your shoes. If you can't, kind of tuck them into your shoe, so that way when you run back to your team, you're not tripping and falling over your shoelaces. We want to be safe. So then you'll run after you put your shoes on, tie them or tuck your shoelaces, whatever you want to do. You're going to run back to your team, tag the next person, and the next person is going to run back and do the same thing that you did. So it's kind of like a relay race. And if you don't want to do shoes, like, maybe you're like playing outside or something, or you don't want to do shoes for whatever reason. You can do hoodies. If everybody has a hoodie on, see kind of how fast everybody can find their hoodie and put their hoodie on in the group. Or you can do 2 items at once, so make it hoodies and shoes. And one pile have the shoes, one pile have the hoodies. You got to put your shoes, find your shoes, put your shoes on, find your hoodie, put your hoodie on, and then run back. So yeah, there's just different ways that you, of course, can run that. But you can use any like appropriate layer of clothing. So if you have a hoodie on, you can use your hoodie. If you have jacket on, you can use your jacket. If you have a headband on, if you have bracelets on, if you have a belt, those types of things you could definitely use for this activity. So next we're going to move into reflection, and you guys know how reflection works. I'll say the question twice. You pause the video and you can answer with whomever's with you. Answer in the comments comments below. You can comment in the comments below. And yeah. So first reflection question. What is one way that you all worked together well as a team in this activity? What is one way that you all worked together well as a team in this activity? Next question. In what ways did you work together more effectively after you had a chance to plan with your teammates? In what ways did you work together more effectively, which basically means better, after you had a chance to plan with your teammates? And the last question. How does what you learned about yourself change how you might act at school when you're being asked to work as a team? How does what you learned about yourself change how you might act at school, of course, when we go back next school year, when you're being asked to work together as a team? Okay, so now we're going to move into recognition. So for recognition this time, I want you all to come up with a group cheer. Come up with a group cheer, and you can make it Boys and Girls Club related. I would love, of course, to see you guys' cheers. Again, you can post them to our Facebook page, let us see those, but come up with a group cheer, kind of just to like celebrate you guys and celebrate working well together as a team. So now we have finished our activity. We've done reflection, we've done recognition, and so now you guys know it's time to clean up. So everybody put their shoes back on, put their hoodies back on, whatever you used to play the game. Make sure that your area is clean, everything's all put away, put all together, and wherever they're supposed to go. And continue watching some of our virtual programming. And I hope you guys are staying safe and that you guys are staying healthy, and I'll see you next time.